A couple of years ago, I was walking through the streets of New York when all of a sudden everybody was looking down to the ground. A man was lying there, circling the outlines of his body with chalk, over and over again. He wrote numbers into every outline, and next to his drawings he wrote the sentence, "My body counts." At the time, I was still a teenager and thought he was doing some kind of world record. I didn't think about it twice. Actually, I didn't think about a lot of things twice when I was doing my exchange program in the United States. I was so caught up into living the American teenage dream, that's how I like to call it now, that I did not reflect on many things while I was there. At the time, I thought the most important thing was to see all the famous sites in order to be able to tell everyone I was there. Statue of Liberty, Niagara Falls, Cloud Gate. I have been to all these places, but have I really been there? I did not think about the purpose of the Statue of Liberty. I did not ask about the history of Niagara Falls, and I certainly did not care about the artist of the Big Bean. When I was attending Northview High School, it wasn't much about what classes I took or how much I learned about American history. I cared about being in a sports team in order to later tell everybody that I was doing this typical American thing, being on the track, running so many miles that my body wouldn't stop hurting. But I did it, I took pictures of it, and that's all that counted. My American teenage dream was at its peak when I was asked to prom. I got this really fancy promposal. My host mom took me prom dress shopping. We took thousands of pictures in the park. We went to the dance, and afterwards we did a bonfire. That was all I wanted. My American teenage dream came true. Several years after my exchange program, I went back to the US. I revisited all the places I've been to before. I was smarter, more mature, and less superficial, which is why I had a totally different experience this time. I didn't care about any of those things I have wasted so much time on before. This time, I cared about values, I cared about people's stories, I cared about the history. And that's when it hit me. This one man I have seen several years back, the one who was circling the outlines of his body with chalk. He wasn't trying to hold some kind of world record. He was trying to fight for his life.